Hello traders, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Of course, today we're going to be examining the market opportunities that we have for the final quarter of the year in 2024. Now, it has been a very fantastic year. And of course, it has been filled with ups and downs, very bumpy year. We had, of course, the markets were not very friendly for some people. And of course, depending on how you trade, you might have had a great year. You might have had a not so great year. Whatever side of the fence you find yourself on, there is still an opportunity for you to finish strong. And those opportunities are exactly what we're going to be examining today, of course, on the market. So today I have in front of me Euro USD, and of course, it's shaping up nicely. And what I am looking at right now is actually showing us a very big opportunity that could be lining up for the whole of 2025. So it is not just about, Q4. And of course, the market is a continuous thing. It continues to move. So we're looking at, things beyond the spectrum of 2024 and also looking into 2025 and the opportunities that will be aligning. So in just a moment, I'm going to jump into the charts and I'm going to be walking you through some of these opportunities. And of course, I hope you know how to make the most of them. And if you don't know how to make the most of them, go to chukwadotrading.com, sign up and join the community. I'll be more than happy to show you how this is done. So before I jump into the chart, just take a minute, subscribe, like, share, and of course, leave a comment if you'd like to see any video. If you disagree with us, please leave a comment if you disagree with our analysis. Of course, we've seen people who have come to disagree with us in the comments as well. So, whatever your thoughts are, put them in the comments. And of course, I always make sure I get back to everyone, of course. And, so let's dive into the chart, shall we? All right, so jumping on the screen, I want us to start looking at Euro USD from a support and resistance standpoint, which is what a lot of traders trade. Even though I do not trade it, doesn't invalidate the fact that it's a great trading strategy. It's the basics. It's mostly where all traders begin their journey. So if we look at this level, right, we see that this is a support and resistance zone. And mind you, this is the yearly time frame. So each candle here is 12 months. I want you to understand where we're coming from. Each candle here is 1 year. So this is 1985, way before I was born, 86, 87, and how did the market perform the year I was born? Let's see, how did the market perform the year I was born? All right. Well, performed quite. Anyway, so yeah. So looking at this is Euro USD. We have a market. We have this level of support. We supported here, and then you could see the market traded below this zone. The market stayed below this level for 3 years, right? So between 1990, between 2000, 2001, and then 2002, the market came back right above the range and began to trade higher. And when we landed here in 2017, the market rejected this zone. And in 2022, the market traded below this zone, swept through all this liquidity here, and still came back to close right inside of this region. And 2023 candle, you can see 2023 closed above this candle. So unfortunately, we are yet to make a higher high. 2023 did not make a higher high. That's a high above 2022 high. And now, that's getting too clustered. And even though we had a close above 2020, we had a close above 2022, sorry. So 2023 closed above 2022, and 2023-4 has just been a year of indecision. But this type of price action happening around this zone tells us one thing. This is a market that is sustaining the zone. You can see for the entire year, we traded down into the zone. And guess what? The market held this zone. The market has been holding this zone so far. So it tells you that there is something in here. There are people in here that have a lot of stake and interest. And of course, they would rather see the market trade high from here. And the market trades high from here. Where do we expect price to go to next? We have this liquidity point here. The market could, anchor to that point. So it's most likely going to take a few years to get there because, 2023 is already gone, and, you can't really expect price to just, balloon from here to there in 2023. It doesn't work that way. So we're not going to get that. But, it gives you an indication that when you get on lower time frame, you should be anticipating bullish price action, at least from here, maybe into all of these zones, and then towards this high here, and towards this high here. And then from here, we could see a market that pulls back. And then, we take off from here. However the market chooses to do what it wants to do. But one thing I want us to pay attention to right now is that for 2024, sorry, I keep going back to 2023. So for 2024, this was where we started the year. This was the first quarter, second quarter, and then the third quarter had a close, made a high above every other high that we have made, above every other price action that we have made for 2023. And you can see now 2024 sorry, we can see now the final quarter is trading, just, it's pulling back slightly. And most likely what I am anticipating is I'm anticipating that price is going to run this high here. So the final quarter of the year is likely to run this high here, and hopefully we might get that higher high, higher close candle, that we are talking about. So I think if that happens, this is 2023, that would mean that we have now held a close above 2023, and of course that could signal positive price action for the market, for us to anticipate price to trade into these zones that we had highlighted earlier. So now looking at this on the higher time frame, the reason I'm analyzing higher time frame for you is because the quarter just opened and you need the guide. All right, so now if we get down to the monthly chart, of course, it's time to take this off. We've used the support and resistance. It's done its job. We know where we are in price. We know we are sitting at major support, and this entire price action here, this entire period of consolidation could just be institutions are accumulating bulk buy orders, to actually send this price to the upside. I mean, nothing is ever set in stone in the market, so you don't want to, just bank on that. But when we look at the commitment of traders report, institutions have held a net positive positioning on euro, and that is likely to also spill over into euro USD, because whenever you gauge any asset, whenever you gauge any instrument on the exchange, all of them are traded against the dollar. So when you're looking at the commitment of traders reports, whatever you're seeing there, you're actually looking at it against the dollar. And of course, institutions have built a net positive position on the euro, and that is likely to continue, and that is likely to continue to give us bullish price action. It could end somewhere here, I mean, because there's this high sitting right at this level. We have this high sitting here, so there's a very good chance the market could take that out and probably just pull back and do whatever it wants to do. But ultimately, one thing I want you to do is that, of course, mind you, let's not forget that this is not financial advice. Do your own research, trade how you like to trade your own way. What I will personally be doing is that from here I would be looking to take longs. And of course, as the market proceeds, you want to take your longs, you want to take your profit. And trust me, these are very, very huge moves. So we're looking at this on the monthly chart. So by the time you're getting in on the daily and H4 or on lower time frames, it's actually a lot of move to hold for if you're a swing trader. So it's actually a lot of move that you can actually be holding for and aiming for from here. So that's exactly what we're looking at. So from in here, we could see price probably trade to close this fair value gap. There's a possibility that could happen, or otherwise, if it decides to go from here, we take this high, and if you get to this high, you don't want to be holding the trade. You want to get out as quickly as you can, or take some profit off the table and hold the rest, because this liquidity point could actually kick in a very, very serious army of sell orders into the market, and then that could just send price the other way. So that's exactly what we're looking at. So right now, this is it. The market is holding up this level, and for whatever reason this high is not being taken. And whenever I start to see highs that look like this, trust me, whenever I see the market we have this high created and then we have this high, the market is not taking it out. And mind you, the market opened on Monday, and today is Tuesday as I'm recording this. Today's Wednesday as I'm recording this. The market has already done virtually the entire weekly range. I mean, look at the size of this candle. Today is Wednesday as I'm recording this, and you see that it's the same size of candle as other days of the week. I mean, as other weekly candles. So you can see the market has basically done the entire weekly volume. So the market has done the entire pip range within 3 days, and that's a very rare situation. But we're here to see whatever the market is, wherever the market leads to, we follow. But ultimately, the idea is maybe we take this low. Wherever we get involved, wherever we can get involved, we are looking for buying opportunities on Euro USD long term. And of course, when we take that trade long term, we equally have this high to aim for somewhere in here. And that is exactly how I will be approaching. And this is exactly how members of the community will be approaching Euro USD as well. And one of the things you should understand is all of these things, we trade them within the community of chocolate trading. So what we basically doing there is that these analyses are shared. So I will not be sharing my entries and of course exits on YouTube here. Of course, that is only done within the community. And of course, if you're a community member, you get to see me, or you get to watch me trade these things live, and see when they are called out, and of course see the outcome of the results or the outcome of the trades as well. So this is exactly what I am looking at for Q4. I don't want the video to be too long, because I mean, some of you, for some reason, I don't know, some of you can't stay long on videos. But if you really can't stay long to watch a video that is going to educate you and show you around the markets and help you put things in perspective, you really should not be doing trading, because this requires a boatload of work. Institutions, hedge funds, and all of these asset management guys, they go through a great deal to be able to come up with trade ideas. You know, they even send staff to the companies that they want to invest in their shares. They do a whole lot of digging and investigation, and all you have to do is just watch a YouTube video for a few minutes and, you know, help you get clarity on the market. And for some reason, you feel that's difficult to do. I mean, if you think that way, you don't deserve to be a trader. You don't deserve trading profit. So, I mean, whatever you're up to, of course, I'm going to be, you know, coming up with more trading ideas. I'm going to be following up on this analysis, and whatever it is that you're up to this season, I hope that you're profitable. And please do not take this as financial advice. Do your own digging, do your own research, and of course, when you get into your screens or you get into your computer, just make sure that you do your own analysis and trade this the way you trade. Don't trade it the way I would trade it. Enter with your own rules, and I really wish you good luck and good trading. Cheers.